Bone wall puts the wall right in front of what you are targeting. That's not as bad. What does it do whenever there's no enemies on screen, though, is the question I'm thinking about. Because if there's no enemies on screen, I actually use bone wall as a bait. The way the bone wall works is what you do on PC is you drop the bone wall at the edge of the screen, and it will bait in enemies from like a screen and a half away to come and attack it. And then you wall those enemies in and you bone spear them. That's why I favor bone wall. Whereas bone prison requires a target, so you kind of just go with it. No, it does not have keyboard and mouse support on any of the consoles.
I've heard that you...
Unfortunately. And irritatingly. Also, if you're looking for a white wand for the bone necro that you're probably going to be making, this is the town layout you want for it. Basically, you want Drognin here, you want the gate there, and you want to wander in and out, talk to him, look at his weapons, and see if he has a 2-socket with plus bone spear. And if you find one with plus bone spear and not 2 sockets, double check that it can get 2 sockets before you invest time in it. Because a lot of the wands, especially in normal, can only get 1 socket. So, but I do find it weird. I mean, I know why they did it. It's so people can't have a PvP advantage on console. But at the same time, I find it stupid. Mouse and keyboard opens up a ton of build options. So, yeah, PC in general, in my opinion, for Diablo 2 is the better platform. It is worth noting that I am slightly used to playing Diablo games on consoles, simply because I played the hell out of Diablo 1 on console. I played it more on console than I did on PC. But I played both quite a bit. So, I am used to that kind of game. And this is very similar to that with a controller, where it's kind of clunky, but it auto-aims, so you kind of change your playstyle a little bit. 2-socket wand, you actually want to go with a white wand. Dole and Io. In that order.
I need a key.
Oh no, I need a key. Whatever will I do? Probably just keep murdering things. You'll probably end up playing Boazon as you have an amazing bow on your Boazon. Didn't know there were explosive arrows on bows? Yeah, some of the bows do. I tried to play Diablo 3 whenever it was in beta, and it decided to fight me. Controller on console, it feels like aimed stuff is way better on it, because it will auto-aim for you. Which is very nice. Like, this build right here would actually not be bad on console. So, we could actually put a rune word in that. Not going to. We're close enough to our better weapon, which is the... Can you die? Stop walking away from me, you fool! Just kept walking away. I'm like, stop wasting my mana, please. Yeah, there is a lot to... Jesus Christ. There is a lot to be learned about console design for games like this. Just industry-wide. There's some that do it fairly well, a lot that do it absolutely atrociously on controller, and it needs to be worked on. So, but none of them do it great. And that's because this is not something that is commonly put onto consoles. It's kind of like not action RPGs. It's kind of like real-time strategy games are not brought to console for a reason very often, but it's been done, and it's been done semi-successfully. And yes, I am just dumping in this to get this stuff down. Fireball nukes everything. Yes. You built your PC a long time ago. Doesn't feel like spending $1,000 on a new PC. Understandable. I mean, this computer is how many years old now? 4 years old? I think some of the parts are 5 years old. So now I don't have this on console. Closest I can get is doing it on controller. So I won't have like the server issues that people have been mentioning. I don't have first-hand experience on those, so I can't really speak to them. So trust somebody who actually has it on console for that kind of information. But as far as controller play, that is available on PC. I wish they would actually give us the ability to switch this out to looking like the console bottom with mouse and keyboard. Then mouse and keyboard would be a lot stronger. And I'd actually be more prone to playing the martial arts assassin. You built yours for the release of Diablo 3? Oh. I should actually set up the, well, I have to fix it first. The computer that I used to record on. That was set up around the time of Diablo 3. It could probably still run this. It's got around the minimum requirements, though. What is our chance to hit these guys, by the way? 89%. That's not terrible. And we're going to get a faster bow in 1 level. We can get slow missiles if we need to. Once you get into a game on console, you'll make sure you don't idle out of it and have other stuff to do. You just set up one of those little water drop birds that continually dip in the water. I forget what they're called. It's basically a fidget toy for your desk. Just get one of those and have it press a button randomly every few seconds. So we get to go down here. I really wish Mercenary's Prayer was a little bit better. It's level 3. It's not even enough to keep him alive. And there's the other one. Die. Nice. We need 1 more level, my friends. Yeah, one of those little bobber things. I don't know what they're called. Are they just called bobbers? That seems like such a basic name.
I need a key.
Sounds like it should be engraved on some throwing stars. Bob Bob. You thought about playing Summon Necro so you don't even have to play the game? I mean, I have heard worse excuses for playing a Summoner Necro. The only hard part about Summoner Necro is normal difficulty. After you get to Hell difficulty, if you've got your summons set up, or Nightmare difficulty even, you generally don't have much to worry about. Mercenary, can you stop walking into the poison, for God's sake? He is literally just going to kill himself on the poison. It's kind of sad. Druid feels good on console. I haven't tried him on controller. The ones I've tried on controller are Amazon. I tried a little bit of Necro, and I've tried Sorceress on it. I haven't really tried too much on the other ones. I have a feeling Frenzy Barbs feel a lot better on controller. Because then you can set it up to just do the Frenzy and Double Swing kind of alternating super easily. So that's dead end. We don't need to go in there. Skelly's supposed to amplify damage plus corpse explosion is all you need. And a Might Mercenary. Although, generally speaking, for going through the game, I use... Sorry, I was just concentrating on there. But yeah, for going through the game, I generally use Thorn's Mercenary with amp damage just because it makes the bosses easier. And then whenever I'm doing post-game stuff, I switch over to Might Mercenary. Because the Might Mercenary makes it faster to kill like the trash mobs. whereas Thorns makes it faster to kill the bosses. At least until you get good gear or much higher level. That's not what I wanted. I want that. Okay, so we are slowly getting our charms coming in, by the way, if you haven't noticed. They're slowly turning blue. Find funny doing normal Diablo with a normal Diablo with a summon Necro is a pain in the ass. You generally, if you're going to be doing that, you just throw your Clay Golem at them and throw down Iron Maiden. That's just the general plan. It's just cheese the crap out of it. If you have the proper balance of Skeleton Mastery and Summon Skeleton with a pinch of Summon Resist, you can knock about a third of his life off in one go at him with a full stack of skeletons. But you have to have that balanced out properly. Just throw them downfield, downrange, whatever you want to call it. There you go. They all did. And there is our Herodric Cube, which is very welcome. Okay, pick up the gold. Do we need anything else in here? We'll drink a mana potion. Why not? Da 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 da. Yeah, Iron Maiden is really good in normal. Whenever you get into the higher difficulties with the natural physical resistance, it becomes even worse and also gets penalized. So, it becomes worse. Would using a controller change my targeting? Yes. Because it auto-targets. And that's true of all the classes. Hey, Kane, how's it going? Bye, Kane.
How may I help you?
Let's go ahead and swap those out. I want to keep that in there, though. As far as other gear, let's get that. Oh, we don't have enough gold for that. What? Yeah, we do. Give me all the shad stash money. You know, we only need a little bit. But that is mercenary gear. Da 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 da. Now we have Econo Holy Freeze Mercenary. And we are level 14. He is not. But at level 14, he could wear that. You just had a 10-minute battle getting your body back? Yes, the souls are a nightmare. Gloams are the worst thing in the game. They really do. They have map hack, too. They'll attack you from off screen. Spam the golem on the side where the skellies and the merc aren't. That can work out pretty good, too. It's not the best thing ever. That's more of a nightmare into hell strategy. Multiplayer rune drop is nerfed in... What? Multiplayer rune drop isn't nerfed in hell. If you're playing players 1, then it's going to drop the same whether you're playing single player or multiplayer. If you're just by yourself. If you have more players in the game, it will drop more runes. It is functioning as normal. By the way, hello everyone I have not greeted by name yet. There have been a few of you drop in that I have seen familiar names and I've just forgotten to say your names. You're going to give traps a go, even though traps are hard to place on console. You need a boss killer because your druid takes a few years to farm bosses. If you're trying to kill bosses, sorceress is your kind of go-to. Sorceress would be your number 1, followed by probably barbarian and paladin. Now, we did Thursday because we skipped Tuesday. Because I was having connection... Well, the server was having connection issues. Then I was having connection issues. It was just a day of issues, so we made it up on Thursday. But, how's it going, Devil? And yes, Devil May Cry. The rest of you can't. But yeah, boss killer, I would, even on consoles, I would probably lean towards the sorceress. Spamming that fireball can nuke most of the bosses except for, like, Diablo. In fact, this would probably be more relaxing with a controller at this point. Now that we've gotten the guided arrow to a reasonable level. Not guided arrow, magic arrow. Let's grab this real quick. Yeah, Source is kind of boring, but she is DPS. She's the deeps. But if you're going specifically for boss farming, she is actually one of the best. Where are the stairs? Oh. Yeah, honestly, I don't like the new stairs. If you guys didn't notice, I missed them. Yes, I make bad puns. Deal with it. Yeah, devils never cry, but they may cry. I still haven't played the new one. And what's really bad is I got a press key for it back when it released. So I feel kind of bad about it, but at the same time, it's a big company. They don't care. I got it after their initial press key giveaway kind of things. I was in like the 5th wave or some crap like that. Let's see. Honestly, the controller would be kind of relaxing on this character because we really are just, we're shooting magic arrows and we're not caring about anything. And I wouldn't have to aim. I wouldn't have to think. And we look kind of like, oh, I'm trying to remember the name of them. They're a Final Fantasy. They're in one of the Final Fantasy games. Just our armor and stuff makes me think of it. It's Final Fantasy 12. That clarifies it a little bit. The knights. I'm trying to remember what they're called. One of your teammates' brothers was in it, and they used to be one of the knights as well. Yeah, I usually don't bother with like the ultra hard difficulties. Yeah, it's fun for a challenge every now and then, and yeah, if I really, really love a game, I will, but usually no. I don't know where Mercenary went. He's just doing his own thing.
I am overburdened.
There you go. You don't play hardcore, you just like having a good overall character, you don't need the best, just one that's fun. That's why you like the Wind Druid. He just, after you get your resists up, he's not quite so bad. But yeah, before you get your resists up, a lot of characters really kind of struggle on them. That's one reason why I recommend Smoke so often. It's just a really good source of resists. And early on, you should always be saving your resist charms.